Hi you guys! So today we're talking about madama spirit guides, a very loved, very adored, and very strong spirit guide and ancestor commission within the practice of Espiritismo. I myself practice Puerto Rican Espiritismo, but La Madama is venerated in both Puerto Rican Espiritismo and Cuban Espiritismo, and she's amazing. And these spirit guides play an essential role in guiding, protecting, and empowering us practitioners and espiritistas. And among these spirit guides, the Madama actually stands as a figure of wisdom, strength, and resilience. So let's dive deep into the story of these powerful spirits, okay? And who they are and what they are commonly called upon for and how to connect with them. So they are reverend ancestral spirits within Espiritismo. They are often depicted as wise, elderly, or at least older, Afro-Caribbean or African-American women dressed in traditional clothing, such as long skirts, head wraps, and aprons. And they are commonly associated with healing, justice, and protection. And it represents the maternal energy of a loving yet stern guide, okay? Typically, La Madama was the house slave that worked in the house. So she did a lot of the cooking, a lot of cleaning, most of the child care, raising the children, looking after the kids, all of that. And that is usually what her role was. Not always. Some of them are a little bit, younger, meaning they did not go through slavery, but of course they still dealt with racism and Jim Crow and all of that kind of stuff. It just depends on what time period yours was born into. And these women, like I said, they lived through the atrocities of colonialism and colonization and slavery in the Caribbean, in Latin America, and also the U.S., and it really combines the strength of African, indigenous, and European ancestral wisdom that they carry, because the Native Americans were slaves as well. So there was sometimes a lot of contact between the African slaves and the indigenous slaves, and then of course you have the European aspect from the colonization. So these spirit guides carry a lot of different types of wisdom within them. And they hold a lot of deep knowledge of herbal medicine, domestic work, and the mystical practices that were passed down through oral tradition. And they are the embodiment of the wise woman archetype. And they are often called upon for their grounded, practical, stern advice and their powerful spiritual protection. So let's talk about the role of the Madama in Espiritismo. So in Espiritismo, Madamas often serve as protectors, healers, and intermediaries between the spirit world and the practitioner. Okay, they are very known for their no-nonsense approach to guiding their mediums, and they are always giving us clarity when situations are very unclear or chaotic. Trust me, she'll let you know what's up, okay? She is a no-nonsense type of woman. And while this energy, we have like an overarching theme, I guess you could call it, they are each a muerto of one that lived and died. Okay, it's not just one spirit, it's multiple. La Madama is just the name that we give this very, very common energy within these beautiful wise women. Okay, their presence is very strong, but their energy is warm but firm, and their guidance truly is grounded in love and truth. When I tell you, I'm tearing up right now. When I tell you that these Madamas love their mediums, they will treat you like you're their child, for good and bad, okay? Mine, she's very warm, she's very loving, she's very kind towards me, she's very patient, but there have been times when she was not very patient, and rightfully so with me. They kind of give you that push that you need sometimes. And if the Espiritista is, of course, doing readings for clients or godchildren or whatever, then obviously she's going to extend that energy to those people. And many practitioners actually find that the madamas are especially skilled in cleansing rituals, which helps us to remove negative energy and blockages. They are also known for their ability to uncover hidden truths, as they are deeply connected to the ancestral knowledge of the past. So if you want some tea, go to somebody that consults with their madama, okay? They will find out. I posted this video one time. It was of this Puerto Rican mama, and she basically was barging into a room because people were hablando mierda. They were talking shit, right? And she essentially was like, I got eyes in the back of my head. I got eyes in here. I got eyes in there. I know what you're doing at all times. I can hear you. I see you. I feel you. Nothing's getting past me. And I posted it, and I said that is very much the energy of these madamas. 100%. And a madama spirit guide, like I said, might also act as a spiritual mother or grandmother that nurtures you while pushing you to confront areas of your life that need attention. They are not afraid to tell you hard truths, but they always do so with love and with your best interest at heart. Okay? So how do we recognize a madama spirit guide? Recognizing the presence of a madama spirit guide, it usually starts with dreams, visions, or meditative experiences. A lot of practitioners report seeing a figure dressed in traditional clothing, or they'll hear the voice of an older or elderly woman offering advice or warnings. And you might also start to feel her energy when you're working with household tools, or when you're outside getting herbs, cutting herbs, when you're taking care of plants, or even just cleaning your house, honestly. They have a very, very strong connection to the home and the hearth, and as well as practices involving herbs and roots. So anything to do with that, they're very likely to come around and help you and guide you, even if you don't know that it's them. You know, a lot of times our spirits and our ancestors guide us without us even being consciously aware of it. They might guide you toward using specific herbs for spiritual or physical healing, or show you little signs and communication through small everyday occurrences. So if you sense their presence, pay attention to smells like tobacco, rum, or sweet herbs, as these are usually associated with offerings to them. They might also signal their presence through that loving maternal energy of comfort and reassurance, paired with an urge to really take decisive action in your life. And before we get into how to begin a relationship with her, I'm going to tell you guys what I always do, which is I do recommend receiving a spiritual court reading at least once in your life, you know, by a reputable espiritista, a clairvoyant, that can kind of see who walks with you and who walks with you the most, just to make sure if you're calling upon La Madama that you have one that walks with you, because you don't want to be giving offerings and stuff to an energy that doesn't walk with you. You know, it's kind of a waste of time, and it can also cause some blockages and negativity and stuff, because trust and believe there's other energies that will come and take those offerings, no problem, you know. But let's get into how to cultivate a relationship with her, okay? And if you feel called to work with her, it's very essential to approach the relationship with respect and humility. They truly value sincerity and hard work, and they really, really expect you to meet them halfway in your spiritual practice. Okay, you can honor your madama by setting up a small altar space for her on your vulva. Not, again, like I tell you guys, not an altar to that spirit guide, but just give her her own little space, okay? This might include a statue, which I recommend having prepared, but for a while, just give her a glass of water and a white candle, and ask her to come into your dreams. Ask her to show herself to you. You can give her a little bit of tobacco or rum or sweet treats. Just light that candle and invite her into your space with a sincere prayer or song asking for her guidance and protection. Okay? It's also very important as you're building a relationship with her to listen to her guidance and act on it. Madamas are action-oriented spirits. They appreciate when you show initiative, and they really like it when you actually take steps towards improving your life or resolving these issues. They will give you that push that you need to, like, get up and get off your behind and do something about it, okay? They'll kind of put that fire under you. And in return, a madama is really going to protect you fiercely. She'll help you uncover hidden truths and guide you in your spiritual journey with wisdom that only comes from lived experience from walking this earth. Okay? So let's talk about some common misconceptions about the madama. So first, like I said, not every practitioner will have a madama guide. And while they are very powerful and prevalent, in Espiritismo, each person's spiritual court is unique and may include different types of spirits based on their lineage and their spiritual path. Second, like I said, the madama is not a singular spirit, but rather a type of spirit guide. So each madama will have her own personality, her own story, her own way of thinking and working. One madama might focus on herbal healing, and another might specialize in resolving family conflicts, family healing, anything to do with the home, selling houses. I mean, you would be surprised. Like, anything, if you need your house sold and she's connected to the house, she'll help you with that. A lot of them are also great businesswomen. They had businesses in life. Even if it was just training stuff, you know how it was back in the day, and they can really give you some sound advice. Okay. And lastly, working with the madama is not about asking her to solve all your problems. It's actually a collaborative relationship. And she really does give us wisdom and strength, but it's up to us to take action and apply what we've learned. Okay? So in conclusion, the madamas are powerful, wise, and loving spirit guides who offer us an incredible gift, which is the opportunity to connect with the resilience and wisdom of our ancestors, and by building a respectful and consistent relationship with them, we not only grow spiritually, but we also honor the legacy of the women who came before us. And you guys, they are a beautiful energy to have in your life. They will help you. They will be there for you during hard times. They will give you that push that you need when you need it. They will also, if somebody's talking smack about you, trust and believe. If you have a madama, you'll find out about it. It's almost like people will rush. They'll feel like they'll have to tell you if someone is talking smack about you or doing something behind your back. Or people will tell on themselves. They're very, very good at making sure that you have the information that you need when you need it. And sometimes it takes a little bit of work. If you feel like there's something missing, you can always light a candle to her and ask her for clarity and discernment. But, like I said, they have